My name is Vichera and I was the product owner for our group's assignment. As the product owner, my responsibility was to ensure that we delivered a tool that meets the user needs and goals. In my role, I focused on defining the product vision, ensuring that the tool is functional from the user's view and user-friendly. I collaborated closely with the team to gather the requirements and main features to ensure the tool is high level. I created the product backlog to prioritize the features for development and collaborated with the team on sprint reviews. Our tool allows users to be able to convert from PDF to Word documents. The tool includes a feature for tracking word and character count and can also allow users to preview their document before converting. Options like Google Drive and Dropbox are available for file saving options. We designed the tool to be simple and accessible across various platforms such as Windows and Mac. The tool also supports large files without limits. Additionally, we've provided clear user guides and FAQs to support users in navigating the tool easily without any difficulty. I've created a table that breaks down the main user features into clear user stories and acceptance criteria. This will help guide the development process and ensure we're prioritizing the main features in development and ensuring they work effectively. In the table, there are user stories such as uploading files, converting Word to PDF, and converting PDF to Word. For each user story, I have outlined what's expected from the feature, like enabling file browsing or drag and drop when users want to upload a file for converting, previewing the document before saving, and saving the file after it's converted. This table is important for staying organized as it assigns a priority for each task, ensuring that we focus the most important features first in development. It also indicates the effort required for each feature, which helps us manage our development timeline efficiently. By following this structure, we make sure that the tool meets the user needs while also ensuring a smooth and efficient development process. Through this structured approach, we have been able to create a conversion tool that is functional and effective for users.
Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca and I am responsible for user interface and backend development of PDF to Word Converter web app. I built this application using React, TypeScript, Tailwind CSS for styling and implemented backend in Node.js using REST API. Frontend folder structure contains main folder named as align folder, which includes layout, homepage, custom CSS, and UI component files. The backend is developed in Node.js, which handles both file uploads, PDF to Word conversion, and response delivery. The backend folder is mainly structured with the server folder. Inside the server folder, there are subfiles such as routes for defining the API endpoints and uploads for temporarily storing the incoming PDF or Word files. API deployment. In this project, I use the Convert API third-party tool to handle the PDF to Word conversions. Version history and development iterations. The PDF to Word application has undergone two significant development phases, each introducing essential features and improvements. In version 1, we have an interactive user interface which has a header, footer, and main hero section area. In this version, user can upload a file, PDF, or Word using the file upload button in hero section. It also displays the character and word count of the uploaded file. Once uploaded has been finished, user can easily download the converted file by clicking on the download button.
I'm Pukar Singh, the Scrum Master for our Docs to PDF Converter web application project. In this video, I'll quickly cover my contribution, including task management with Trello, our Scrum process, sprint goals, code changes, and version control. We use Trello as our main tool to organize tasks and track progress. I set up board with to do, in progress, review, and done column, making it easy for the team to stay on a track. You'll soon see screenshots from sprint 1, 2, and 3 showing how we manage the workflow visually. We follow the Scrum framework to structure our project into small manageable pieces. This helps us stay organized, track progress regularly, and deliver update at the end of each sprint. As Scrum Master, I help with planning meetings, stand-up, and reviews to keep communication clear and project moving. Our sprint was divided into three, each lasting around 6 to 7 days. And in sprint 1, we mainly focus on building the base functionality, setting up file conversion between PDF and docs. This gave us a strong foundation to build advanced features later on. While in sprint 2, we aim to improve user experiences by adding drag and drop functionality, encryption for better security. For sprint 3, we dedicated everything for testing, final deployment to the Wondershare, and polishing our documentation and presentation. At Scrum part, my technical updates include improving the UI and error handling in Home TSX, refining file upload and conversion handling in Route TSX, enhancing error state management in error state TSX. And for version control, I have used Git. I work with a separate branch named Pukar for my changes, which help keep the main branch stable and organized. Summary: using Scrum and Trello help us stay structured and efficient. My focus was on helping the team stay organized, improving the code base, and ensuring a clear workflow. I'm proud of the result what we achieved, and it was a great time working with them. Thank you.
My name is Armin and I was the DevOps engineer for this project. DevOps is about collaborating closely within a team, and with this project our team managed to create an app with close collaboration. DevOps allows continuous integration and deployment. Our team used GitLab for most of the DevOps operations and an EC2 instance for deployment. To optimize DevOps, a few test cases had to be added into the repository. In this short time frame, 2 test cases was implemented. One for testing that files can actually be converted, and the other for testing UI features. The GitLab pipeline takes the app and adds a CI/CD YAML file. The first stage of the pipeline is setting up variables and any other script that needs to be read before the pipeline. The next stage of the pipeline is the build stage. This compiles the code so that it is ready to be tested on or ready for deployment. The next stage of our pipeline is to run the test cases and make sure that it passes the test conditions. This ensures that the code is in a deployable state. After the test cases have passed, the next stage of the pipeline is to deploy the code. For our deployment, we have set up an EC2 instance and installed all necessary dependencies, such as Node.js and Nginx. As you can see here, the pipeline passed all 3 jobs. Here is a demonstration of how to connect to the instance using SSH via the command prompt. Here I am trying to display what the instance is showing via the local host on a web browser. However, unfortunately it did not work. The GitLab pipeline passed all jobs successfully, even deployment job. However, we were unable to deploy the code to the EC2 instance successfully. We tested this by visiting the IP address within a browser. However, it just displayed an error page. The next step for our project to be more successful is to figure out what went wrong with the code and why did the instance not display properly when navigating to the instance's IP address. However, due to unforeseen complications during the project, we did not have enough time to fix such issues within the project's timeframe.